Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aaron Thomas here on the mic, going to be your play-by-play man for what should be a very exciting afternoon of men's basketball action here. CCBC Dundalk Lions going up against the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Going to toss things over to our PA announcer, Richard, for the opening lineups and today's national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a pleasant good afternoon. We welcome you to CCBC Dundalk this afternoon's NJCAA men's basketball contest featuring our visitors from CCBC Catonsville and your homestanding CCBC Dundalk Lions. Restrooms are located through the appropriate locker rooms on the second level of the building. In the unlikely case of an emergency or evacuation, emergency exits are located behind the home team bench, which is located to the right as you are seated in the stands. If such a situation should occur, please remain calm and follow the directions announced by CCBC Dundalk staff and law enforcement. In the interest of safety for the student athletes, officials, coaches, and youth fans, we ask that you please remain off the court at all times. If you are meeting any member of the teams after the game, we ask that you please meet your party in the lobby or parking lot area. Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware of CCBC's tobacco-free policy, which allows the use of tobacco products in designated tobacco use shelters or in private vehicles outside the campus perimeter. Violators are subject to a citation or removal from the campus. We thank you for complying with our policy and for making CCBC a healthier place to learn. The staff at CCBC Dundalk is here to assist you with any concerns. If there is an urgent matter, please seek the assistance of a member of the CCBC Dundalk staff. And as always, CCBC Dundalk would like to thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups and coaches, beginning with the visitors from CCBC Catonsville. Starting at guard, number 3, number 1, Johnson. Starting in guard, number 5, Jasper Sterling. Starting in guard, number 11, Jonathan Sterling. Starting in forward, number 30, Northeast Davis. And starting in forward, number 32, Andrew Sticker. The assistant coaches for Catonsville, Eric Phipps, Myron King, Ken Gibson, and Adrian Rockington. And help me welcoming the head coach of Catonsville, Ray White. Please welcome the visitors from Catonsville. Now for homestanding Dundalk, starting in guard, number 0, Mark Easton. Starting in guard, number 2, Devin Mosley. Starting in guard, number 5, Richard Hibbert. Starting in forward, number 23, Harvey Page. And starting in forward, number 24, Justin Reed. The assistant coaches for Dundalk, Gus Burr, Rodney Harrison, Darryl Perry, and Lynn Smith. And the head coach is Jerron Taylor. Please welcome homestanding Dundalk. At this time, we ask everyone who is able to please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have met the starting lineups. We're going to get this game started in just a moment.
Catonsville, the black jerseys, they will be the guests on the scoreboard this afternoon. Dundalk, the white jerseys, they will be the Lions on the scoreboard this afternoon. We thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We invite you now to relax and enjoy an afternoon of college basketball, and we wish best of luck to those schools.
And thank you to our PA announcer, Richard. Always does a great job here at CCBC Dundalk when he is on the mic. And the game is going to be underway in just a moment as the two teams are getting ready for a tip-off. As PA announcer Richard said, the Dundalk Lions in the home white jerseys, CCBC Catonsville Cardinals in the away black jerseys. The Cardinals looking for their first away win of the season so far on the road, 0-8. The Lions not much better on the road, not much better at home either. 1-3 on the road for the Lions this year, 1-9 at home. These two teams not coming in on the hottest of streaks. First basket of the game for the Lions, number 5, Richard Hibbert, deep 3. But as I was saying, these two teams coming in on losing streaks. The Cardinals coming in on a 9-game losing streak. The Lions coming in on an 11-game losing streak. So one of these teams is going to see their losing streak come to an end here this afternoon. And 10-second violation, the press, which is a staple of the Great White Cardinals coaching staff. He always likes to run that press every season. And the press working to perfection here this afternoon. They can't get a basket on that first turnover, but can they get one on the second one as the Lions turn it over as they try and put the Jets on. Tied up at 3-3 as the Lions got the first 3 of the game, and then the Cardinals came right back, answered with a 3 of their own. Another 3, this time from the opposite corner. No good off the back iron. Harvey Page is there for the rebound. Harvey Page, one of the players you got to watch out for this Lions team. He is the tallest player on the Lions, and he is their leading rebounder. Up and in for 2 points. Cardinals. Johnson, number 3, DeJuan Johnson, got the steal in transition and put it in for the easy 2 points. First lead of the game for the Cardinals, 5-3, 18 minutes left in the first half. Devin Mosley, kick out to Page. Page, cross court, pull up jumper, Hibbert, no good off the end of the iron. A nice offensive possession there for the Lions that ends in a good shot, but I guess it's not a good shot when it goes in. Cardinals trapped over in the corner, risky pass, and a turnover for the Cardinals. I believe he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. A good trap there by the Lions got the Cardinals player in a tough position over there by the scorer's table. Forced the trap, forced the pass. Mosley, three-pointer, Lions no good. Off the end of the iron, long rebound had by the Cardinals. That shot for the Lions was taken by Lamar Estep. Inside, Cardinals in the painted area. A lot of white jerseys. They're going to force it up anyway. No good. Harvey Page with the rebound, his second of the game. Devin Mosley running the point right now for the Lions. And a timeout. We'll keep it here.
27 remaining first half. 8-5. This is a full timeout.
It's a full time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Dundalk, we embody the spirit of sportsmanship as it is an important component of being a student athlete. We ask that you please refrain from the use of profanity and let all spectators remain positive and cheering for their favorite team.
You hear our sportsmanship announcement from our PA announcer, Richard. Sportsmanship always important at any level. But a timeout taken there by the Lions, an interesting one. A quick timeout taken in this game. Head coach Jaron Taylor saw something that he did not like. I'm not sure what it was. Be interesting to see what the game plan is once they come out of the timeout period. head coach Great White for the Cardinals. He's got to like what he's seen from his Cardinals team so far. Maybe not so many points to their name, but a couple turnovers. And we've already seen that full court press work into his team's advantage already once today. I'm sure that won't be the last time. The bell has whistled, so the two teams are going to come back out into the court. Lions will have possession when we start here after the timeout. Five to 3 is still the score. Lions going to try and tie it up here with a basket or possibly take the lead. Mosley cross court to Page, and it's over his head. Head coach Jerron Taylor screaming at his players to get back. Cannot get the Cardinals, let the Cardinals have an easy transition opportunity. Almost did. Lions were able to get back just in the nick of time, though. Cross-court pass for the Cardinals. Open lane. Up and no good. Rebound this time from Lamar Step. The step up to Richard Hibbert. Hibbert, Mosley drives up, and that's going to be offensive. Devin Mosley, his first foul of the game. You got to like what you see, being aggressive, but maybe a little bit too aggressive there. He was able to get around the first defender with the nice Euro step, but then he barreled into the second defender, causing the offensive foul. Charge issued to the Cardinals, and a turnover is issued on the other side to the Cardinals as well. So the Cardinals, game of give and then give right back. As they've been given turnovers and opportunities at free points by the Lions, but then they give those opportunities right back to the Lions by turning it over on the other side. A step in the paint. Floater, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Andrew Stigger was there for the rebound that time for the Cardinals. Cardinals trapped in the same place they found themselves just a couple possessions ago. Three-pointer outside. Oh, hit every part of the rim but the bottom. Harvey Page with the rebound. Here's a step. Floater this time is good. And the foul. Nice play by Estep. Got himself into a favorable area in the painted part of the court. Elevated into the air. Finished the shot and absorbed the contact. He's going to have a chance for three the old-fashioned way. And have a chance to get the Lions back in the lead for the first time since it was 3-0. And good from the line. E-Step completes the three-point play the shorts way. 6-5, 16 minutes left. Trap that time for the Lions didn't pay out as they're able to split it, the Cardinals. One sideline to the other. Now into the middle. Back out to the far sideline. Three right in front of the Lions bench is no good. Devin Mosley chases down the long rebound. Here comes Mosley. Head up. Over to Fitzgerald. Jumper, no good off the end of the iron. A good move there by Aileen, but just couldn't finish. Cardinals in the painted area, blocked by the Lions. Didn't see who had it. Nice in and out move there by Hibbert. Got himself some free space. Now out to Mosley. Mosley down low to Fitzgerald. He turns, shoots. I thought he was fouled. The referees and the guys in the zebra stripes thought otherwise. I thought there was a little bit of a hand on there on Fitzgerald's elbow. Almost a 10-second violation. Just get it over in time. And what's the call? Conference between the refs.
No 10-second violation.
So an accidental whistle, I'm assuming, because the Cardinals are still going to have possession of the ball here. All right, after the confusion, the Cardinals with the inbounds underneath their own basket. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Just under 15 minutes left in the first half. 6-5 is the score here. Not a lot of baskets being made, but a lot of really good defense being played. Got to get that ball in. Does, and it's intercepted. Hibbert in with the finger roll. And an immediate timeout by Great White, the head coach for the Cardinals. He did not like that turn of events. Richard Hibbert, one-handed interception on the inbounds pass, and then he took it the distance with the finger roll. 2 points, 8-5 is now the score in favor of the Lions, matching their largest lead of the game, which was 3 points. Coach White for the Cardinals, he only took a 30-second timeout, so it was a short break he had with his team, but it'd be interesting to see what their game plan is here now. He definitely saw something that he was not fond about, or he was not fond with, excuse me. Probably the amount of turnovers. Turnovers will cause any coach to pull their hair out. Luckily for these two coaches, Father Time's already done that for them. Cardinals over on the sideline, right in front of the Lions bench. Into the painted area, and there's a foul. But before the shot, so there will not be 2 foul shots. Instead, we'll have another inbounds play. And you remember how the last one of these worked out for the Cardinals. Not in their favor. Cardinals looking for something, and the timeout was because the shot clock had not been reset after the foul. So no penalty, or no foul, excuse me. Long pass on the inbounds. This time is successful. Cardinals moving it around. Just using one side of the court, now using the other. Lost control of it for a second. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get a shot up, and it's an air ball. E-step with the rebound. Devin Mosley. Cross court, he's got E-step, and that was a dangerous pass, but he made it happen. Loose ball picked up by the Lions, and a foul will go against the Cardinals, which will send Devin. Davon Aline, excuse me. Will go to the line for 2. He's got to hope for 1 out of 2 as he misses the first one. Trying to get his team's lead to double or a 2-possession lead. He cannot do that. But he'll have another chance, though, as the Cardinals are the last ones to touch that ball on the rebound. So the Lions are gifted a free possession here. E-step will take the inbounds. Mosley, cross, good swing around here from the Lions. E-step picks up his dribble in a bad time. Luckily for him, Mosley flashed and was able to give him a passing lane. That's offensive. Wave that basket off. The second offensive foul committed by these Lions players on a play where you're driving to the basket. You got to like the aggressiveness of your head coach, Jerron Taylor, but you'd like to see the team be a little bit more under control, especially on that one where it takes points off the board. 8-5 is still the score. Fakes the 3. Now up top. Here are the Cardinals. Man, little butterfingers going on with the Cardinals, causing them to lose the ball. And that time they lost the ball, and it gave Devin Mosley enough time to come over and cause the jump ball. Possession arrow was in favor of the Cardinals, though, so they'll still have possession here. Man, the Cardinals have had a hard time catching this ball cleanly there once again. Interception and a 5-star slam-a-jam on the way home. Nothing will get this Lions Den crowd fired up like a dunk in transition, and Christopher Fitzgerald with a nice dunk after the steal. And Fitzgerald trying to send an invitation to the block party, but he sent out a foul instead. Actually, the foul is not on Fitzgerald. The foul is on Devin Mosley instead.
2 for Marquise Davis.
So Marquise Davis will go to the line and shoot some foul shots, try and cut into this lead that the Lions have built up for themselves. 5 points is the lead right now. 10-5 is the score. Lions are up. Just over 13 minutes left in the first half. I want to thank you guys for joining us here this evening. It's been an exciting afternoon of men's basketball. It's only going to continue to get more exciting. 0 for 2 from the line that time. That is something that Coach White of the Cardinals is not going to be happy about. Mosley over top. Here's Hibbert. Hibbert rocking him to sleep. Can't get any separation. Mosley will take the 3 and hit it. Devin Mosley playing with a lot of confidence right now. The Lions Den is starting to roar here at CCBC Dundalk. Devin Mosley hit the 3 on the offensive possession, and then the turnover by the Cardinals on the other end has brought a little bit of a new life into this game. The Lions are in a position to maybe start running away with it. We knew this was going to be a low-scoring game coming into it. Bad pass there by Fitzgerald, trying to front Harvey Page on the block. Cardinals down low. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Christopher Fitzgerald is sending out personal invitations to the block party. Oh, man. Refreshments are on the bench, young man. And Fitzgerald gets the rebound on the other side. Man, a good defensive possession there for Christopher Fitzgerald. Let's see if he can make his presence felt on the offensive side of the ball. We know that he's a big man who can shoot the jumper. He's going to prove it here. Shot, no good, off the front of the iron. Good shot by Fitzgerald, just didn't find the end of the bottom of the net. And a timeout is coming very soon from Coach White, I'm sure, because he's watching the wheels start to come off on his team. He's now had 3 possessions for the Cardinals in a row and in sloppy turnovers. Let's see if they can end that here. Oh, no! That is now 4 possessions in a row for the Cardinals, ending in unforced turnovers. Coach White not happy about what he's seeing from his Cardinals team right now. Luckily for him and his coaching staff, the Lions aren't making him pay just yet. Oh, nice move there by the Lions, number 24, Justin Reed. He drove baseline, hung up in the air, and finished. And the bank was open for 2 points that time. Jab step, cross court, going right at him. And that's an that's a foul on the Lions. Little bit of a bump there as the Cardinals player was going for the pass. The next foul for the Lions will send them into the bonus, as that was their 5th team foul. Cardinals desperately need a basket. They've gone a long time without getting one, and they'll go a little longer. It does not get much worse than that. A really bad missed layup there. That was Patrick Ewing driving the lane, missing the layup against the Pacers-esque. Devin Mosley with the ball. He's driving, kick out, a step with the 3. Oh, he could have been fouled there. Thought there was some contact on the arm. Cardinals driving into the body. No good. Get the rebound. Can they get it the second time around? They're going to restart the possession as they have a fresh shot clock. But a trap over in the corner, and that'll be a travel.
32 into the sticker for Catonsville.
The Cardinals have now almost gone 6 minutes straight without a basket. A step, thought about the dribble handoff, holds on to it. Nobody's flashing, nobody's moving for the Lions. Not a very good offensive possession to start. Now Mosley, step back jumper off the front of the iron. A good move by Mosley to get himself that space. He just could not finish. Out of bounds, last touch by the Lions. Cardinals gonna take over here on possession. It's incredible. The Cardinals have gone this long without a basket, but they're still only down by 10 points. One of these two teams is going to have their losing streak come to an end here this afternoon. Intercepted by Harvey Page. Up, Hibbert. He's going to slow things down, wait for his teammates to come. A step for three, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Cardinals for three. Pulls the trigger, no good. The drought continues. The offensive zone for the Cardinals here is feeling like the Sahara Desert, as it's dry. Here come the Lions into the paint. Oh, nice Euro and the finger roll. Oh, mama, there goes that man making plays and making things happen. What a nice play by the Lions guard. Drives baseline. Here come the Cardinals. Cross into the painted area. That's going to be a travel call.
Substitutions for both squads.
Now, I said at the beginning of the game that the Cardinals have not won an away game all year long. They are 0-8 on the road this season. From what I'm seeing right now, it looks like they're going to be going to 0-9. I know there's still a lot of basketball to be played, but man, it is not looking pretty for the Cardinals right now. Three-pointer by Hibbert, no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Mosley, and the Lions get another chance. Hibbert over to Mosley. Mosley pulls back. Down, here's a step, and he's fouled. A very nice pass there by Justin Reed. He had a jump shot on the free throw line, but he saw a step cutting baseline, knew that a step had a better shot, gave it up to his teammate. A step couldn't finish, but he's got a chance at 2 points from the line. 17-5 is the score, just over 8 minutes left in the first half. The Lions are looking dominant. And 2 for 2 from the line that time is the step. Here come the Cardinals, still looking for baskets. They have gone a long time without getting some points. Drives baseline, kicks back out. Open three is there, and they can't get it. Another turnover. The spell of Butterfingers for this Cardinals team continues. So many possessions for the Cardinals here in the first half, ending in unforced turnovers. Any coach and any sport, team sport that is, will tell you the key to a game is limiting the turnovers, winning the turnover battle. Right now, the Cardinals are losing the turnover battle significantly. Mosley, step back, jumper. Oh, no good. The roof may have blown off the Lions' den if Mosley would have hit that shot. Here are the Cardinals coming across the court. And intercepted by Mosley right in the paint. Ill-advised pass there from the Cardinals. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Nice move by a step with the jab step. Mosley, cross court to Hibbert. Hibbert in the paint, puts up the floater and gets the friendly roll off the iron. And the intensity is continuing to pick up here in this game. And a steal on the block by Harvey Page. But he goes down. Because Harvey Page fell down when he got that steal, it will go down as a turnover for the Lions. So it's a steal and then an immediate turnover. That's why the Cardinals are taking over possession here. Over. Cardinals still looking for another basket. Jumper. No good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's trapped. He's got 3 black jerseys around him. And man, what a play by Fitzgerald to even get that ball out of his hands. That was a turnover by the Lions. Coach Taylor will take a timeout. We'll take one with him. It is not a pretty game here if you came in to watch for the Cardinals, as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals find themselves down 21-5 with just over 6 minutes left in the first half. Lions are up big. Back here before the teams come back from this quick timeout. The Lions and head coach Teron Taylor, they were the ones to take the timeout, even though they find themselves up here 21-5, and the Catonsville Cardinals have now almost gone a full 10 minutes without getting a basket here in the first half. They only have 2 baskets to their name here in the first half. Coach White talking strategy with his team, and looks like the assistant coaches are talking strategy as well. As much as the Cardinals find themselves down in this game, they're not down by that much, and a couple 3-pointers really could swing the momentum and swing the tide of this game. Only takes a nice little 8-9 point run here for the Cardinals to get right back into this game. Now, granted, I haven't seen anything from the Cardinals here this afternoon that tells me that they're capable of that, but I'm well aware of Coach White and his coaching ability. So I'm holding out hope for this Cardinals team that they're going to be able to make it a game going into the second half. Good offensive possession to start for the Cardinals. Get themselves an open shot. And the defense for the Lions was terrific, but the Cardinals hit their third basket of the game there. Great ball movement from the Cardinals on that possession, moving the ball from one sideline to the other, and a turnover in transition. 2 free points here if they can get the layup, and they can't. Oh, my goodness. Murphy's Law right now for the Cardinals. Whatever could go wrong is going to go wrong, and they miss another layup in transition. And here's the jump ball. And possession arrow is in favor of the Lions, so they will keep possession. Man, an easy basket, easy chance for a basket in transition there for the Cardinals. The Cardinals had 3 players in transition there, and they still didn't get the layup. I mean, this is... I'd be very interested to be a fly on the wall in Coach White's locker room after this first half. He's going to have some choice words for his team, I'm sure. Mosley, down low, over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald for 3, no good. Off the iron. 3-pointer from the Cardinals. Thought about it. They're going to drive instead, and Fitzgerald sends out another invitation to the block party. And Hibbert is caught up. A good foul there in transition from the Cardinals. Number 3, DeJuan Johnson. DeJuan Johnson had to commit the foul there, because if not, he would have gave the Lions two free easy points, and you can't do that in this game, especially when it looks like the Cardinals are going to need all the effort they can to be able to scratch and claw their way back into this one. Christopher Fitzgerald is definitely the spark plug that comes in off the bench for this Lions team. He comes in, and it just seems to have, this Lions team seems to have a little bit of a new energy to them when he comes into the game. But here this afternoon, I think Mr. Fitzgerald is making a strong case that maybe he should be inserted into the starting lineup. Fitzgerald played a very good game defensively, doesn't have any points to his name. And oh man, I missed that the first time Hibbert was shooting foul shots. He did the around the body little a la to the old Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. I used to do that when I played too, but my foul shots never went in. And a steal right at the midcourt line. And this thing is running dangerously close to getting a little chippy. 23-7 is the score. Exactly 5 minutes left here in the first half. 23-7 is the score, still in favor of the Lions. And now the Cardinals are in the bonus. Or excuse me, no, they'll be in the bonus on the next one. Mosley crossover to Hibbert. Hibbert three-pointer. Good! Richard Hibbert laced that three-pointer and sent it home. And 2 points for the Cardinals. Nice move there. Getting that ball into the painted area and finishing it with and amongst the trees. 26-9 is the score now. Lions. Mosley down to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald can't control it. Initially, he fought hard to get possession back, and he was fouled. That'll send him to the line for the 1-and-1.
Foul number 5, Jasper Sterling is first team 7. 1-and-1.
So it's foul shots from here on out for the Lions in the first half. Fitzgerald, 1-and-1. No good. Oh, he had a chance for the long rebound there, but I think he was expecting that ball to go in. Cardinals drive into the painted area, and they're fouled, and they'll go to the line for 2 points. That will also get the Cardinals that much closer to being into the bonus themselves. The next foul will send them into the 1-and-1 territory. which is something you need if you're a head coach. Great White of the Cardinals. You also need your team to hit your foul shots, as now the Cardinals are 0-3 from the line. So much of the game is mental, and I would say about 100% of foul shots is mental. That time he's 1 for 2 from the line, so the Cardinals hit their first foul shot. And with just over 4 minutes left in the first half, it's 26-10 in favor of the Lions. Cardinals to a step jumper, good. Oh my! Nice move by Lamar Estep. He got past the first defender, got into an area where he could get the shot off and finished it.
Number 30, Marquise Davis.
Marquise Davis with an emphatic dunk. And head coach Jerron Taylor took an immediate timeout, and he was not happy with his players, particularly Richard Hibbert. I think Hibbert got lost in the moment and didn't realize that his defender, or his man, had got behind him, and that's what led to the easy dunk in transition for the Cardinals. And now 28-12 is the score, just over 3 minutes left here in this first half. And man, it kind of seems like we got a brand new ball game. The Cardinals are scoring with a little bit more frequency, and they're really not that far away from it. It looked like a couple minutes ago the Lions were well on their way to running away with this one. The Cardinals and their head coach, Great White, looked like they have other plans in mind. Cardinals need somebody to step up here offensively, be the one to start hitting some shots with some regularity. All their scoring coming from different players. No one hitting any shots with any kind of consistency. Harvey Page with the rebound, offensive, and he's going to get 3, or at least a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way. Harvey Page with a nice move there, caught the block, and then he put it in and got fouled. Harvey Page, he plays like he's much taller than 6'6". He plays like someone maybe closer to 6'9", 6'10". He's a force down low. Can't get the three-point play. Can't get the three-point play that time as Harvey Page misses the foul shot, and the Cardinals will have another chance to cut into this lead here. 30-12 is the score late in this first half. Cardinals 3 in transition. They had a chance for it. The Cardinals are just not pulling the trigger on these shots. That time they do, and they bang it home. That makes it a 15-point game with just under 3 minutes left to play in the first half. 30-15, Fitzgerald with the jumper, and it's good. Fitzgerald with the nice baseline jumper there, 32-15. Into the paint, three-pointer, good! The Cardinals bang another one home. And the press by the Cardinals forces a turnover. And this time they do not miss the layup in transition. Man, it's now a 12-point game, 32-20. Now think about, this game could be a single-digit game if the Cardinals would have made those 2 layups in transition they missed. What could have been, what could have been. Lions maybe believing a little bit of their own hype here in this game and getting sidetracked. Too many possessions ending in turnovers late in this first half. Fitzgerald, bam! Oh! Christopher Fitzgerald slams it home. He just got himself a YouTube video there with that dunk in transition. Got a three in the corner if they want it. Cardinals take it. Got it! Bang! Three-pointers in a row for the Cardinals has given brand new life to this ball game. And that is a foul on Estep. And Estep does not like the foul call, but I gotta say, young man, it's a good call from the man in the stripes. That will send the Cardinals to the line for the 1-and-1 as the Lions now join them in the bonus. It's incredible to think where we were just 10 minutes ago when the Cardinals had 5 points to their name. Now they are 2 made foul shots away from making this a single-digit game. What a turn of events this has been. I'd tip my hat. Well, I'd tip my hat if I was wearing one to Coach White of the Cardinals. I think a lot of this has to do with his good coaching, getting this team back on track. His team looked lost 10, 15 minutes ago, and this now looks like a team ready to get back into this game. 10-point game. Let's see if they can make it 9 on the second foul shot. And the Cardinals then continue their struggles at the line, going 1 for 2 that time. Here's Estep. Floater with the left hand, no good. Gets his own rebound. That time he puts it in. Back to 12 points. 36-24 is the score. Cardinals tried to go for a no-look pass. Didn't work out in their favor. They got the loose ball, though. Three-pointer, good! Andrew Stigger with his finger on the trigger. And that is 3 three-pointers in the first half for that young man. Fitzgerald to Page. Page takes the contact and doesn't finish, but he will go to the line for 2 points the old-fashioned way. Great offensive possession there for the Lions. Fitzgerald had an open jumper there on the baseline if he wanted it. He knows he can hit that shot, but he saw Harvey Page cutting baseline and knew that a dunk is always better than a jump shot. Lions a chance to get their lead back into double digits if they can hit just one of these. Page, no good off the front of the iron. And Coach White for the Cardinals, firm directions to his team. Box out. Cannot afford to let an offensive rebound slip through their hands here. And there is Stigger with the rebound. And that is last touched by the Lions. So with 24 seconds on the shot clock and 29 seconds on the game clock, and a score of 36-27, the Cardinals have another chance to cut into this lead, make the second half a little bit more manageable. What an incredible turn of events this first half has been. Looked like the Lions are going to run away with this one at one point, and now the Cardinals are very much alive and in this one. Ball goes out of bounds once again, last touch by the Lions, so the Cardinals take over with an inbounds play. Stigger thought about the three. Drives baseline, the Cardinals do. Instead, Harvey Page this time sends out an invitation to the block party. Shot clock has been turned off, so the Lions, I'm assuming, are going to hold on for the final shot of the first half. Mosley, dribble handoff to Hibbert. And last touch by the Cardinals. Interesting call there. Thought it was either going to be a foul by the Cardinals or a turnover by the Lions. And it will be a foul on the Cardinals. Thought the ref was initially saying out of bounds, last touch by the Cardinals, but instead the foul was called. That'll send the Lions to the line for 2. They're now in the double bonus. Good on the first one. So it's back to a double-digit lead for the Cardinals, or excuse me, the Lions, 37-27. 10 seconds left, so unless the Lions miss this and get an offensive rebound, the Cardinals will have a chance to get it back into single digits before we go into halftime. 2 for 2 from the line that time. 38-27. Cardinals looking for the final shot of the half. Drives in, cross, turnover. And another turnover. That one, last touch by the Lions. So the Cardinals turn it over, and then the Lions turn it right back over. And now with 2 seconds, the Cardinals will be looking for a quick shot. Can shoot it, dribble it a couple times, and he got to shoot it. From this angle, that looked like it was going to go down for a minute, but
Halftime score, Dundalk 38,
it'll 38-27 at the end of the first half. We'll go into the halftime period with a brand new ball game and an exciting one. As it looked like for a minute the Lions are going to run away with this one, but the Cardinals very much still in this. 38-27, Lions are up after the first half. We'll be back with the second half after this short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here and ready to play what could be the final 20 minutes of this game. But if the last 10 minutes of the first half was any indication, we could be in store for some overtime, as the last 10 minutes of that first half was oh so exciting. The Cardinals had 5 points to their name at one point in the first half, had gone a long stretch without scoring any baskets, but then just exploded for a nice little run to wrap up the first half, and now find themselves only down here by 11. 38-27 is the score, still in favor of the Lions. Cardinals starting possession here in the second half. Leading scorers for the two teams at the end of one, no surprise, it's Andrew Stiger for the Cardinals. He had 9 points, all coming off the three ball. And no surprise also for the Lions, number 5, Richard Hibbert, 16 points in the first half. He led all scorers. So Hibbert well on his way to maybe going into the 20-25 point range. Cardinals thought about the three, and that was open. They should have taken that one. Corner three, drives baseline instead, drops it off, and in for two. A nice move, and he's fouled. Marquise Davis is working overtime down low in the painted area. You see how much effort he's putting down there on the block. You'd think he stands a much taller than 6'3", but he is battling amongst the trees. He got that ball finished, and now he's got a chance for 3 points the old short shorts way. And he can't get it. It's off the end of the iron, but last touch by the Lions. As Jimmy Page and Robert Plant would say, that was a communication breakdown. The Lions did not talk amongst each other, and that's what caused that turnover. Another chance here for the Cardinals to cut into this lead. They've already made it single digits, and they could have made it a little bit smaller, and they've got another chance. Turnover at the half court. Cardinals drive, Euro, the floater, no good, and over the back foul. Oh no, they're going to say a push on Devin Mosley. I thought Andrew Steiger went over the back of Mosley, but actually Mosley pushed him. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. He cannot hit a fourth. Number 32, Andrew Steiger. He had 3 three-pointers in the first half. He tried to have a fourth there early part of the second. Here's Hibbert. Three-pointer, no good off the end of the iron. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Cardinals in transition. Oop it up. And that was a bailout foul there by the Lions. I didn't see a foul committed, but the ref saw it the other way, and I got to say that was a bailout there by the Lions. That was a bad alley-oop attempt by the Cardinals that would not have led to any points. Now the foul didn't lead to any points either, so I guess they got out unharmed, but a silly foul there by the Lions. Already 4 fouls in the second half. Dangerously close to getting into the bonus. And you want to let the Cardinals get some breathing room and get back into this game. Let them go to the foul line. Cardinals moving the ball around, now into the painted area. Three-pointer, Steiger again. He's 0 for 2 from 3 in the second half. And that is out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. Cardinals will still have possession here. And Devin Mosley going to take a much-needed seat on the bench. 2 early fouls to start the second half from him. And he's going to get an earful from one of his coaches, that's for sure. Christopher Fitzgerald, one of the heroes of the first half for the Lions, comes in for Mosley. So this is the biggest lineup on the court the Lions have, with Harvey, Page, and Fitzgerald out there. E-step, up top to Hibbert. Hibbert Thought about the three in transition, spins off, drives baseline, jumper, pull-up is good. Hibbert with a nice move there. Spinning off his defender, getting himself some breathing room and finishing it for two. Steal in transition. Page got the poke of the ball, and Fitzgerald came away with the mittens on it. 40-29 is the score. Pretty much still in the same position we started ourselves in here in the second half. The Lions with a small lead. 40-29. It's going to be an exciting conclusion to this second half. Lions with the inbound. They get it to Estep, who gives it right back to Hibbert. Hibbert driving the offense so far here in this game. Back and forth with the crossover. Gives it up to Mosley. Hibbert moving around. Mosley gives it up. And a turnover. Lions in transition. They've got numbers, and they're going to try and finish up and under. No good. Rebound and the foul. Another bailout foul there by the Lions early in this second half. Now they are very close to being into the bonus. Sending the Cardinals a chance to the line with a chance to make it a single-digit game. Marquise Davis. Marquise Davis, that time 2 for 2 from the line, and he made it a single-digit game. Man, the atmosphere, the energy in this building has completely changed since we started this game in the first half. Hibbert, pull-up, jumper, Boys and girls at home, that's why you put that extra spin on that ball, get that friendly roll off the iron. Hibbert picking up right where he left off in the first half. Steal in transition, takes it in, finger roll! Oh, mama, there goes that man making plays and making some baskets. Fitzgerald was so close that time to sending out another personal invitation to the block party.
2 for Marquise Davis.
His invitation that time to the block party got lost in the mail, and that's why Davis is going to the line. Marquise Davis. He knows how big these foul shots are. Marquise Davis. 4 for 4 from the line here to start the second half. This is close to 10 seconds. Hibbert has got to get this ball across the line. He does, and it's a turnover. Here come the Lions. Oh, what a block by Estep! Oh, my goodness! What an exchange here from these two teams. That was the best block I've ever seen in person. Wow. Lamar Estep only stands at 5'11", and he climbed up there amongst the trees and found that one off the glass and rejected it. Terrific block by the little guy. That'll go down as a turnover, and one that the Cardinals are not going to be happy about. What a tremendous defensive effort on that Cardinals possession from the Lions. Lamar Estep had watched Harvey Page and Christopher Fitzgerald send out all their invitations to the block party. He said, I might as well get in on that. Devin Mosley trying to lullaby his defender to sleep. Dribble handoff into the painted area. And that's a turnover. Fitzgerald and his teammates weren't on the same page that time. 44-32 is the score. Just over 15 minutes left in this game. Lions still up here by 12. Cardinals, Coach White wanted a bump there, and I can't say I disagree with him. A lot of contact there from the ball handler. The Cardinals are able to save that from going out of bounds. They'll still have possession here after the missed shot. Long pass up top. Possession will start here. Pass into the middle. Here's a three, baseline, no good, but rebounded by the Lions. Looked like for a second the Cardinals were going to have a chance at that rebound, but the Lions were able to get their claws on it. 44-32 is still the score after that Cardinals possession. Just over 15 minutes left, and the Lions are holding on here. Over to Hibbert. Hibbert continuing to drive the bus for this Lions defense. Fitzgerald, a three in the corner, good. Fitzgerald is not a dominant three-point shooter for this Lions team, but you can't leave him open, and he just proved you there. Cardinals need a basket here. A three-pointer will be huge, and they won't get one. Steiger, after hitting 3 in a row to end the first half, now starts the second half 0 for 3 from behind the line. Coach White's Cardinals team that had so much energy to finish the second half is now starting the first half looking a lot more like they were at the start of the first half. So not a good start to the second half for the Cardinals. But that being said, not a really good start to the second half for the Lions either, as head coach Jerron Taylor has had to yell at his players a little more than he'd like to. He's having some choice words with them now about defensive sets, I'm sure, as they found themselves out of position quite a few times here in this second half, which has led to easy baskets or has led to the Cardinals getting a chance at the foul line. Cardinals are one foul away from going into the bonus, or excuse me, the Lions are one foul away from going into the bonus, which would be a huge help to the Cardinals and their efforts to get back into this game if they could go foul shots from here on out. And can't finish. Cardinals wanted a foul call, not going to get one. Now with just over 14 minutes, 47-32 will be the score. Still here as the Lions take possession. Hibbert into the painted area, and the floater is good. Richard Hibbert is well on his way to a 30-point afternoon if he continues his dominance here in the second half. Up top, now across, right in front of their bench. Here come the Cardinals, and a travel call. Miles Gaynor was the one who committed the violation, and he was shaking his hand in disapproval, but I'm sorry, young man, you certainly did move those feet before the ball touched the ground. Backcourt violation by Mosley. Mosley wasn't hustling up the court, didn't realize that his teammate wanted to pass it back to him, and Lapse in judgment there from the Lions ends up being a turnover, and the Cardinals desperately need a basket. Three-pointer by the Cardinals, no good, off the front of the iron. Hibbert got the rebound into transition into Mosley, and Mosley went right into the body of the Cardinals defender. He was fouled. It'll be an inbounds play for the Lions, and Fitzgerald will come back into the game. Mosley takes the handoff, cross court, and that's a travel. Lions turn it right back over after getting a free possession on the Cardinals turnover. Just over 13 minutes remain here in this contest. 49-32 is the score, and the Cardinals, once again, desperately need a basket. Up and in, that's offensive. Oh, nice charge awarded to Devin Mosley.
Player control foul on Catonsville number 30, Marquise Davis is fourth, team third.
Marquise Davis was going into the painted area and was not under control. Went right into the body of Mosley, and the offensive foul was called. Press for the Cardinals, ends up being a turnover. That was a good possession there. And oh man, I think that was a block by the Lions. I didn't see who had it. Mosley up and in. Mosley got the ball in transition and he put it in, up and in for 2 points. Fitzgerald, a lot of contact with the Cardinals player that time, and that was a pretty obvious foul. It'll be 1-1 from here on out for the Cardinals, up until they get into the double bonus, which at that point will be 2 shots. So with just under 13 minutes left here, 51-32 is the score. The door is a little cracked here for the Cardinals. They've got an opportunity to blaze a comeback trail, but it's going to be tough. They need to make those baskets if they want to keep their comeback hopes alive. Missed foul shots. Probably their worst enemy at this point. Hibbert trying to drive into the painted area. Good cutoff defense. Mosley will take a jumper right in front of the three-point line. No good. Offensive rebound by the Lions, though. Hibbert into the painted area, back out. Here's Mosley for 3 this time. Mosley, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. And stolen in transition or not. Jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the Lions, though. So it will go down as a steal in transition for the Lions. A nice play there by Justin Reed. Getting his hand on that ball, causing the turnover. 51-32. Lions have a chance to have their largest lead of the game if they can have a basket here on this possession. Hibbert for 3, no good off the front of the iron. This place would have exploded if he would have found the bottom of the net with that one. Oh, oh my goodness. Come on, just one time, Fitzgerald. Give him the finger wag, just one time. Oh, that was Mutombo-like. He sent that one back with some aggression. Another invitation to the block party sent out by Christopher Fitzgerald. Just a friendly reminder, refreshments are on the bench, young man. Up top, Here are the Lions, or excuse me, the Cardinals. Lions now in transition, though, after the turnover. Mosley out to Hibbert, and that's an offensive foul. I got to say, I got to clap for Hibbert, though. I appreciate his... I certainly like to see Hibbert's aggressiveness as Hibbert was trying to slam that down on 3 Cardinals players. It would have been pretty impressive since he only stands at 5'10". 5'10", Hibbert is not letting his short stature affect his offensive play here in this game, as his shot has been filthy. He step, puts it in. No, he does not. He stepped there, took the contact, and he tried to finish amongst the trees, but he couldn't. This time he will go to the line and try and get 2 points the hard way. Chance to make this a 20-point game, and he does. It's the largest lead of the game for the Lions, 20 points. It could get a little bit bigger if he hits his second foul shot. 52-32 is the score. And it'll go to 53-32. Largest lead of the game for the Cardinals, or excuse me, for the Lions. DeJuan Johnson, number 3 for the Cardinals, is having himself a game that he would definitely like to forget. A lot of turnovers to his name here this afternoon. Fitzgerald catches the pass in transition to E-Step. He goes in, and he's invited to the block party. The Cardinals finally send their own invitation out. E-Step got his first shot blocked. His second shot went in for 2. And there's a nice block by Justin Reed. His hand hit the back of the glass, so that'd be goaltending in the NBA. Oh, my goodness. Richard Hibbert is having himself a game that he will not forget. Hibbert, what a pretty layup. He put that in for 2 points, and now he's got a chance to get 3. Hibbert, my goodness. Put this on a YouTube video, and you may have a sponsor me tape. Hibbert gets 3 points the hard way. The basket and the and one. Hibbert just continues to dominate here on the offensive side of the ball. Cardinals moving the ball around. Steger with the 3, good! And a timeout taken by the Cardinals. My expert opinion, not that anyone asked, but that timeout is a little too late. 58-35 is the score. Lions are up big here in this one. Just over 10 minutes left to play in regulation. Teams will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. And we're back here ready to play the final 10 minutes of the second half. Hibbert having himself an absolutely fantastic day offensively here in this one. He tries to split the defenders, but a double dribble that time. Cardinals going to take over possession here. Cardinals cross. Here's Johnson. Three-pointer from the Cardinals. No good. Offensive rebound, though. And that's offensive. He just threw the shoulder right into the chest area of that Lions player. Javante Sterling, bad offensive foul there. It's one his coach could definitely do without. The press is looking good for the Cardinals right now, but the Lions, every time, finding a way to get through it. It's difficult, but they're finding a way. E-step. E-step and Hibbert there not on the same page. A little bit of a communication breakdown between those two. Three-pointer again in the corner, no good. Cardinals get the rebound again. This time they put it up and can't finish. And a foul. Whistle's blown. Harvey Page slow to get up as he had a Cardinals player land right on top of him. That was number 24, Tyler Rice. It'll be a foul on Harvey Page, I believe. Coach Jerron Taylor wants an explanation, and the one he's getting he's not happy with based off his body language. 58-35 is still the score, just over 9 minutes left here in the first half. And it's looking like when we come back from this timeout, the Cardinals will have possession and a foul shot. All right, we're back, and it looks like the two teams are going to be finishing up their timeout shortly. We did finally figure out what the call was on the last play. The Cardinals will be going to the foul line to shoot two. Or maybe one, as they are still in the single bonus. I don't know if the foul was in the act of shooting. We'll find that out in a second. But the foul was committed on the Cardinals by the Lions. Lions committed the foul, and that's what will send the Cardinals to the line for some foul shots when we come back. 58-35 is still our score. Just over 9 minutes left here in regulation. We started the second half, and it looked like the Cardinals were on the comeback trail. And they were for maybe the first 3-4 minutes of the second half. But after that, the Lions started to pull away, and they are well out in front right now. Anything's possible, of course. It would take a small little miracle for the Cardinals to get really back into this one as they find themselves down big. Just 9 minutes left. So they're shooting the 1-and-1 for the Catonsville Cardinals. They make the first one, so a second one they will get. Chance to make this a 19-point game if they can make this. Or, excuse 21-point game, excuse me. It will remain 22 points, though, as they can't hit that foul shot. Cardinals get possession, though, as the ball was last touched by the Lions. Once again, last touched by the Lions. Cardinals here after the inbounds play. Johnson drives cross court, back over to Johnson. Now Stigger for three, good! 19-point game now, 58-39. Hibbert spins off into the painted area. Lions can't finish, get an offensive rebound, can't finish that either. But the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Cardinals. So the Lions will have possession here.
Marquise Davis for Catonsville.
58-39 is the score. Lions trying to get back to a 20-point lead, and Harvey Page couldn't finish the dunk strong like he wanted to, but he did get the ball into the basket, which is all that matters, right? Back to a 20-point lead, or over 20 points. 60-39 is the score. And almost a turnover that time for the Cardinals. They still have possession right now. Let's see what they do here. Ball on the far sidelines, inbounds play right in front of their bench. Just over 8 minutes left. Cross-court pass, three, right on the catch. It's good! And Stigger missed his first 4 3-pointers of the second half. And now he's starting to get some of that rust off, picking up where he left off at the end of the first half. 60-42, handoff to Hibbert. Hibbert. He's trapped. He's got to get something going. Over to Fitzgerald, who cuts into the lane and finishes for two. A nice cut to the lane by Fitzgerald gets him 2 points, and that's a kick ball on Hibbert. Coach White is not happy with one of his starters, number 30, Marquise Davis, who is getting an earful from the coach about his positioning on that transition play. 62-42 is the score. Cross court. Three-pointer, no good. That would have been 4 in a row for the Cardinals. Shot clock did not restart there, as the Cardinals will still have possession, but they'll have a fresh shot clock to work with. Or actually, they will not, as that ball never hit the rim. And the ref saying that that ball never hit the rim, so only 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Cardinals need to get something going. Less than 5 seconds on the shot clock. Up and no good. Rebound by Fitzgerald. But stripped away from Fitzgerald. And the Cardinals are going to go to the line. Marquise Davis put it up, couldn't finish, but he'll go to the line for 2. 7 minutes and some change left in this one. It's a 20-point game, 62-42, but Marquise Davis has a chance to cut into that lead a little bit. Davis is good that time. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 from the line. One of the problems that the Cardinals had in the first half, which kept them down by so much, was their inability to make good on their free throw attempts. That time they go 1 for 2 from the line. And a steal in transition. The press for the Cardinals looking good. And a really interesting turn of events there for the Cardinals as they get the steal in transition, and instead of going right to the basket, they slow down, let the Lions get into position defensively, and then they cause a turnover. That was a turn of events that I'm sure Coach White is not going to be happy about. Reed spins off into the painted area, up and in, he goes coast to coast. The coast-to-coast move from Justin Reed gets 2 points. It pretty much seals up this game. Three-point attempt from the Cardinals is no good. Rebounded by Estep and immediately stolen by the Cardinals. And man, head coach Deron Taylor, I'm sure he's not going to be happy about maybe some of his team's offensive play. And I know he's not going to be happy about his team's turnovers. They've committed a lot of turnovers in this game, but he's got to be happy with the amount of heart, effort, and determination that his team has played with. You look no further than the charges that they've been able to get here in this game. So many offensive fouls committed by the Cardinals here in this game. A lot of that has to do with the tremendous defense by the Cardinals. Or excuse me, tremendous defense by the Lions. Cardinals missed their third easy layup in transition, and oh! Boom shakalaka! What a play in transition. Harvey Page catches the dunk, and that man's on fire. Hibbert. Devin Mosley, jumper, fade, no good, off the iron, but Page, or excuse me, Fitzgerald gets the rebound. The Cardinals defense has got so many turnovers to their name, just not enough points. It'll be interesting to look at the stat book when this game's over. I'm willing to guess that the Cardinals have won the turnover battle in this game. I think they forced more turnovers than the Lions in this game, but just don't have many points to their name. Just over 5 minutes left here in this game. 66-43 is the score. Mosley to the line. Makes good on the first, so he will get a second opportunity at the line. Mosley, the second is good. It's 2 for 2 from the line that time. Mosley and oh, Harvey Page. Harvey Page gave him the old Matumbo finger wave afterwards. He said, "Not in my house." Harvey Page sent out another personal invitation to the block party. That party is going to be pretty crowded by the end of this game. And a foul committed by the Lions will send the Cardinals to the line for the bonus. Referee having a word with Devin Mosley. Not sure if it was because of some talking that was going back and forth or what, but trying to figure something out. Mosley's showing his arms to the referee. I guess there was a cut on his arm or something because he's out of the game and went right to the trainer's table. Lions get a 30-second break here as they let Devin Mosley clean up his jersey. And now he's back into the game. One more shot from the line for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals 2 for 2 from the line that time. 68-45 is the score. 5 minutes exactly left here in this one, and that's a kick ball. Or actually, was not a kick ball. It was actually a foul committed by Tremont Tazewell. And the Lions are in the 1-1, so they will shoot some fouls. They'll shoot some foul shots, excuse me. Just under 5 minutes left to play. The two teams are in the bonus, so it's foul shots from here on out. Hibbert misses his first foul shot, so he won't get a second. Johnson has the ball stolen away from him on a bad pass. Hibbert, floater is good. Hibbert missed his chance to hit his 2 foul shots, but instead he got a floater, so he got the 2 points anyway. Drive into the lane. Cardinals up with the shot. No good. Fitzgerald with the rebound, and it's another foul committed by the Cardinals. I got to say, I appreciate and admire the Cardinals' intensity here in this game, not giving up, even though this one's pretty much most definitely over.
Teams will foul 24. Tyler Rice is second. Teams 10. 2 for Christopher Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald, good.
Fitzgerald makes the first, shoots one more for Dundalk. Fitzgerald makes those free throws for Dundalk.
Harvey Page is going to take what could be and should be probably his final seat on the bench. A well-deserved one, as he has worked very hard here this afternoon, and he's got a nice little stat line to prove it. Some rebounds, some points, and plenty of invitations to the block party as well. Cardinals, 3-pointer, no good, or excuse me, they're not going to take it. And the Cardinals have been very hesitant to take their shot here in this game. Ball goes out of bounds, and with just over 4 minutes left in the game, the Lions will take possession again. Mosley with the inbound to E-step. Here comes Lamar. Back and forth. Stolen away from him. Here come the Cardinals. In transition, another missed layup by the Cardinals, but this time they're able to finish on the offensive glass. That is now 4 missed layups in transition by the Cardinals, and that is a great example of why they're not in this game. Just over 3 minutes left, 72-47 is the score. 3-pointer on the inbounds, no good, very close. Offensive rebound, another offensive rebound, and no good. 2 offensive rebounds there by the Cardinals, and they can't finish. Here comes Justin Reed, spin. Tries to spin back the other way, and he has it stolen away from him. That right there, Mr. Reed, is a great example of why your coaches tell you to dribble with your head up. Lions with possession here. Cardinals, good defensive possession for them. Mosley into the painted area, scoop up and under. Oh, Devin Mosley, that is a pretty layup for him. And a pretty layup for the Cardinals. Tremaine Tazewell on the other side. Tazewell went coast to coast. Took it the whole way himself. Didn't need any help from his teammates on that possession. 74-49, just over 2 minutes left here. And this has been a dominating performance from the Lions here this afternoon. Cardinals in transition, three-pointer. No, that was good. Thought that was going to take a hard bounce off of the glass, but he opened up the bank, and apparently it was open for 3 points. Lions up and almost had another chance for 3 points if they would have been able to finish that layup. Instead, Tazewell will go to the line and try and get 2 points the hard way. Catonsville with a full timeout. Cardinals coach Great White not giving up on this one, or maybe he just wants to have a little pep talk with his team. Regardless, the Cardinals are the team to take the timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be back right after this. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. All that separates these two teams from the final whistle. 74-52 is the score in favor of the Lions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here ready to play the final 2 minutes and 23 seconds of this contest. 74-52 is the score. It has just been an absolutely dominating performance here for the Lions, even though there's plenty of things they can build on. That is for sure. I'm sure head coach Teron Taylor is not going to be happy with the amount of turnovers that his team has caused or has committed here in this game. Lots of turnovers the Lions have had, but the scoreboard doesn't reflect it, as the Cardinals have just not been able to finish things on the offensive side of the ball. Cardinals no good that time from the line. They get the offensive rebound and they finish. Tazewell. And that'll be last touch by the Cardinals. Cardinals thought they were going to get a free possession there on a turnover by the Lions, but it was actually last touch by the Cardinals. So Lions, an inbounds from the same place they took the last one pretty much, on their baseline. Violation on Devin Mosley. Had to keep those feet still on the inbounds, and he did not do that. Referee right on top of it that time. Nice call by him. pass up top after the inbounds by the Cardinals. Here they come. Down low, good for 2 points. 74-57 is the score. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Mosley looking for somebody to throw the ball into. Finally does. Hibbert. Oh, nice shake and bake by him to get past that first defender. Almost stolen at the half-court line, but the Lions are able to get over and get the ball back. But they do eventually turn it over. Cardinals keeping that press hot. Working hard on the full court press. Forcing the turnover. That's another turnover the Lions have committed. Three-pointer Cardinals. It's good. They're a couple three-pointers away from kind of making this a game here. The Lions keep turning the ball over. They may watch their lead get a little bit smaller. It's a 14-point lead now, 74-60 with 1 minute and 28 seconds left. A couple three-pointers, a couple turnovers by the Lions. We may have ourselves a brand new ball game. But my hearing's not great, but I kind of think faintly in the background I hear the fat lady starting to sing. We'll see what happens. Will it be a little too late for the Cardinals, or could they make a miraculous comeback here? 74-60 is the score. 1 minute and 28 seconds left. The two teams are at timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll be back right after this. We are back and ready to play the final 1 minute and 28 seconds of this game. Lions with possession after the Cardinals three-pointer. Hibbert with the ball over to Mosley. Lions need to get through this press. They do. Here's Fitzgerald, baseline, over to Page. Page drives baseline again, has it blocked, but it'll be Lions ball. Harvey Page had that ball blocked. That was a very nice block by the Cardinals player. I couldn't see the number on the player. But a great block by the Catonsville Cardinals. Up top to E-step. Mosley will take the dribble handoff. Actually, he will not. Instead, the Cardinals will commit a foul and send the Lions to the line. E-step to the line. He's going to shoot two. They're in the double bonus now. And a chance to hit 2 foul shots here and really put the dagger in the heart of the Cardinals. And 2 for 2 from the line that time, and that more than likely is going to be the dagger in the heart of the Cardinals. I can't imagine 16 points. It's going to be tough. Let's see what they've got here. 1 minute left. Three-pointer, no good. Harvey Page almost got the rebound, but his teammate bailed him out. Davon Aileen got the rebound, and Hibbert is trapped, and he turns it over. And the layup is missed. That is 5 missed layups in the game for the Cardinals. 5 missed open layups, and that'll be all she wrote. As Harvey Page fights through the contact and finishes. Harvey Page with a nice move there, felt the contact, and man, that's why you lift all those weights, kids. Fight through the contact and be able to finish amongst the trees. Harvey Page trying to get 3 points the short's way. 32 seconds left in the game, 76-60. This game is over. Lions, we're going to snap their 11-game winning streak. You're going to move to 4-15 on the season. The losing streak for the Cardinals is going to go to 10 games, and they will fall to 1-15 on the season. What a fall from grace from the Cardinals after they were such a very good team last year. And the shot clock will be turned off as the Lions can now hold on for the final possession and make this their final possession of the game. 76-60. Looks like it could be our final score unless somebody scores here. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to as they get a turnover on the inbounds. 76-62 now. The press still working even in the later stages of this blowout game. Devin Mosley working hard to try and get that ball over the line. Finally does. Almost a 10-second violation. And the Lions look like they're going to turn it over one more time before the end of this game. They will. But jump ball is called and the possession arrow is pointing towards the Cardinals. 27 seconds were left in this game, but the Lions found a way to turn the ball over 2 more times. Lions are going to get the win here in this game, but it wasn't really their prettiest win. It doesn't matter how pretty they are. All it matters is the score at the end, and the score at the end of this game is 76-62 in favor of the Lions.
We thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We remind you to follow up the Union campus, and we wish you a pleasant afternoon and safe drive home.
So the final score in this one, 76-62. The CCBC Dundalk Lions will move to 4-15 on the season and will snap their 11-game losing streak. CCBC Catonsville Cardinals not so lucky. They will fall to 1-15 on the season, and their 9-game losing streak will now be extended to 10. I'll be back here on the broadcast next week for more men's basketball action here at CCBC Dundalk. I'm Aaron Thomas. Stay classy, America.